Okay guys, so in this video, we're gonna start talking about how to be able to add a person to your admin team. So any person that you've promoted in your community to become an admin, just to be able to do it. Maybe this is the first time that you're doing it. So as you saw in my banner just here, there are two ways to do it. There's the vanilla way and the modded way. And now that PSN has mod capabilities, you should pretty much move away from having a purely vanilla server, and you need to start looking at moving into at least a modded backend. Even if your gameplay is purely vanilla, you need to start looking at being able to mod, at least have modded backend, so that you don't have to do what we're about to try and do. Because if you do it modded, it's so easy. But here we go. Okay, let me just see if I can. Okay, so the most vanilla way to do this, to log on, is to bring up your global channel and you want to go hashtag login space and then just add your password. Okay, this is how your vanilla admins log onto the server. This is so unsafe because if somebody accidentally makes a spelling mistake, that is going to print to the console and everybody on the server will see the password, and so the login password. The most unsafe, like unnecessary way to do this. So once again, vanilla, terrible, terrible, unsafe. Somebody is going to mess up their password or the password. There's only one password to the admin panel, okay? And they're going to give it to the whole server, and then you're going to have to change the password. This is the worst way to do this. So to be able to do it vanilla, you're going to need to go get the person to log on. And while they're logging on, you need to be into your console log and you need to capture their entrance into the server, and you need to get their Reforger ID so that you can paste it inside the server.json. Another way is you can just ask them to give it to you. I don't know how that's done because we have a modded version of being able to do this where you can collect it almost immediately, and I'll show you that in a second. This is in post-production, guys. I just quickly jumped into Arma Reforger to show you that you can find your ID. So you'll get it here, and unless you have some amazing way to be able to copy and paste. I'm clicking on this and I'm unable to copy and paste it, but you can get your ID by clicking on here. In here, you just go hashtag ID, and it will bring up the ID. Once you have their server ID, you want to go into your server.json, okay? And you want to go to your admins, which is here, okay? And just add it. So you add a comma, enter, so that it's nice and neat, okay? And add the number in here, okay? And now you have added your admin to the server. So the next time the server restarts, the person will have admin privileges. Again, guys, I'm going to rush through vanilla because, like I was saying, you should not be running the back end of your server completely vanilla anymore with PSN being able to download mods. However, there is a mod. Actually, let's go back here. What you can do instead, and again, because now that we have modded capabilities on all three platforms, you can use server admin tools. I've discussed this mod before, but I'm going to do it really quick. So server admin, okay? Server admin tools, you can add this to your server, okay? To be able to add it to your server, just in case you are completely new, I'm going to show you this real quick. I think a lot of sort of our other guys are going to get annoyed, but I have to show you this. Okay, to be able to add it, you come to your mod manager. Once you've downloaded the thing, so mods here, download will be here. Actually, while we're here, let's just enable it. Okay, go to mod manager. If you're trying to do it quickly, if you're trying to do it quickly and you don't want to go and search it and stuff like that, scroll down to the M's. Whoops, S. This is too far. There, so it's here, but it will be under S here. Okay, server admin tools. And then what you want to do then is you want to click on this button here, JSON, copy it just quickly bring that up so I can do it quicker here. Okay, and again, you can see all these mods here. So you find the mods list here, go down, wherever you want to put it, comma, enter. Okay, and then it will download onto your server. But I'm going to get rid of it because it's already on here. Once you have run this once on your server, you now have the admin capability to be able to just do this very, very quickly, very, very quickly. So to be able to add a admin using the modded method, all we need to do is we just need to go into the server. Hopefully you're using auto administration as well, which is part of this. So both vanilla and modded, which means that when you log in, when you go in, your admins will automatically log in. If you're not using that, you'll have to do it the way I said, which is a hashtag login to be able to log in, which can be really, really dangerous. When you have this mod, it stops this from happening. So, okay, let me just log in real quick again. So now what we have, sorry, I jumped the gun there. Okay, so now that we are here inside the menu, side menu here, we now have this admin login tool. So when you run the server for the first time, the mod will be enabled and you will have this new button up the top. If you are not using automatic login, okay, so if you're not putting your admin's Reforger ID into the files, which I'll show you in a second, they need to log in. So I don't, because I don't want to be an admin on my server. I'm a community leader. I have other things. So you can see the server admin big text there that just popped up in the screen. So if you've watched my other videos, there is a good example. The server is going to start in 10 minutes and we've just saw the message. Okay, so let me just log in. Okay, so when you log in, it'll give you this panel. And again, I've discussed this in the last video. Okay, here we can see the people who are on the server. To be able to add somebody to the server, what we can do, okay, is we can go to our file manager. We need to go to profiles. On this particular, on GTX Gaming, we go to profile. And then in here, you'll see, because we have a save, we've got the bacon loadout here, a couple of other things. And then here you have the server admin tools config, and you want to open this up. Okay, and then you can see that at the top of the server admin tools, we have an admin panel here. You can also see all the people that's been, well, you won't be able to see that because I'm going to blur it out. But you can see here, this is where our admins go. Now to be able to add an admin to here, if we go to the other one, it has server admin tools stats. If we get the person to log on to the server and we wait a couple of minutes, their name will appear here. See, you can see there's me, there's somebody else, there's Beast. So this is one of our admins, okay? And then what you can do is you can copy this. You can go into here. Okay, and then you can paste here. You can see, boom, there's Beast. If we go save and exit, maybe yours is going to be slightly different. So save. And the next time this boots up, that person will now have access to the admin panel, which means that when they come in, okay, they will be able to just do this. They'll have full access. And when you log on this way, or you use automatic logins, when you go to Game Master, you will then have access to Game Master immediately. Once somebody has got server admin access, okay, they can just start to do, like, you can heal them if they're wounded and stuff like that. But we're going to talk about that in the next video. So this was just to show server owners how to be able to quickly put an admin on your server. So hopefully this has helped, and I haven't rushed it, but I try to make it as quick as possible. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into the next video, which will now help. You'll be able to post this or send this to your new admins the next video, and it will teach people how to be able to play admin on a server.